that we're in the locker room, the first thing you need to do whenever you come in the locker room is you have binders. Anything too large from your classes to put in your locker, you need to put it inside the cabinet. Both the boys and girls sides have cabinets. Make sure you put them in nice and neatly. If everybody does that, there won't be any problems. We're not going to lose papers. We're not going to lose binders. Everybody remembers where their stuff is at. They'll be able to pull it out. At the end of the period, we shut these and make sure everything's secure before we go. After you've put your stuff away, you need to go to your locker. And you need to open up your locker. Once you open up your locker, you should only see a couple things in there. One of them being maybe a pair of PE shoes, your PE clothes, and maybe some roll-on deodorant. We shouldn't see anything else. If it's not wintertime, you don't need a jacket. You don't need sweatpants. You don't need anything else. If you have multiple sets of clothing in there, you need to only have one at a time. The only other thing that maybe you need to see in there is a clean pair of socks. You should wear the same socks to school that you wear to PE, but if for some reason the grass is wet, you can leave your wet shoes in there, or you should take them home and dry them out that day. But if you do leave your shoes in there, at least you could change your socks for the rest of the day. You have clean socks. Something that is allowed in the locker room, but you usually don't have it in there, that you can bring in is a bottle of water or something, some type of drink that has a close. Can't drink soda or anything like that, but a sports drink or water is all right in the locker room, as long as it's something that's sealed and closed that won't spill out everywhere like a soda can or something like that. The other things that are not allowed in your locker are stuff like candy. You don't need to bring candy. You don't need to bring food. If you are in the locker room, before you come in the locker room, if you're at break or at lunch, you need to throw your stuff away. If you bring your empty wrapper to throw away, that's fine too. Something else, but don't bring food. You don't need to eat in here. We shouldn't see anything on the floor. Aerosol cans. You're not allowed to bring aerosol cans. That's the stuff that sprays just like this, okay? People can be allergic to it. Someone, breathes it in. It can definitely affect them. At the same time, I know on the girls' side, you're allowed to bring the misting bottles, okay? And that's perfectly fine on the girls' side. The guys' side, we don't allow you to bring anything with spray. Guys, we allow you to bring in roll-on deodorant, okay? Whenever you're done with your roll-on deodorant, though, make sure you throw it away before you bring a new one the next day, okay? Don't throw it on the ground. We don't need to see a mess. Same thing. However you keep this place is how we keep it. We don't need a mess because it's not our job to clean it up, and you should be cleaning up your own mess. On the girls' side, something else that's not allowed to be brought in is mirrors. You don't need to bring a mirror. Okay? Everyone's wearing the same thing. You all look the same anyways for PE, so don't worry about how you look. Don't bring a mirror. Lastly, so after you pull it, you come in, you open up your locker, you take all your stuff out. Okay, you put it right down in front of you. You don't need to walk away from it. You make sure you stay right where your stuff is at. The idea is to come in, take your stuff out, get dressed in your PE clothes, put your school clothes in, and get out as quick as possible. You don't need to hang out. This is not a place to socialize. We are crammed full of people here every single period, so you need to make sure you hustle and get out quickly. Okay, you are allowed to bring stuff like headphones to school and things like that, but you need to put them away here. You are allowed to bring hats, but you need to make sure you put it away here. You are allowed to bring watches, but you need to put it away here. You are allowed to bring jewelry, earrings, big old necklace, but you need to put it away here. Okay? Before you come in the locker room, you need to have turned your phone off. See, this is off. Doesn't work anymore because it's off. Turn it off. This is where you store it. You shouldn't bring your phone in the locker room anyways. But if you have to keep it with you, that's fine. Leave it in your locker where it will be secure. After you've changed, you put your PE clothes on, you put your school clothes in, make sure you shut and secure your locker. If you shut and secure your locker here, before you go out, making sure it's locked and not open, okay, your stuff will be perfectly fine. As long as you haven't shared your combination with anyone else. If you shared your combination with anybody else, then who knows if someone gets in there or not, okay? I forgot one more thing, my glasses. You're not allowed to bring glasses out to PE. Put those away as well. Now, do I just put them away in the locker next to me? No one's locked? Nope, that's where somebody can just walk over and grab them. Make sure you put them away in your own locker nice and secure. Before you leave the locker, if you ever have questions, okay, you can look around all over the locker room. There's locker room conduct. There's rules of what to do. If you ever forget a rule, you can feel free to look at those. Check those out. They're all over each locker room. At the same time, if you ever have an individual question, you can go ask your PE teacher or a teacher in the office, and they'll help you out. But the best thing to do is just follow the rules as they're posted, or watch this video over and over and over again.